Bună dimineața! Good morning and welcome. My name is Dana Neumann and I'm Elbit Systems International Communications Manager. We are honored to have you join us for this first ever virtual conference. We are transmitting live to you in Romania from the city of Rehovot in the center of Israel. In better and healthier days, this would have been a real tour and not a virtual one, but different times call for different measures. I'm standing in one of Elbit Systems' unmanned aircraft assembly lines. Before we begin, I would like to share with you what we have in store for today. I will shortly hand over the lead to Major General Retired Hagi Topolansky, Vice President of UAS in Elbit Systems, who will take you on a virtual tour in the UAS assembly line and present to you the Hermes 450 and the other UAS that are here in the facility. After the tour, we will proceed with the questions and answers that will be moderated by my dear colleague Bogdan. We have prepared a media pack for you that you will receive after the broadcast. The media pack will contain supporting videos, pictures, background information, and this entire broadcast. Now, let's begin. Please welcome Major General Retired Hagi Topolansky.
Good morning, you all. Please come with me for a tour in our assembly line, actually our zoo. My name is Hagi Topolansky. In my background, I'm a fighter pilot, F-15, F-16, but I am the past. I am the past. Let me show you the future. The future of Israel, the future of the world, the future of Romania. Let's start from the small animals to the big ones. Come with me to see the quadcopters, a multi-rotor, very simple and very easy to operate, with an electro-optical payload communication line and 4 rotors, electric rotor, very simple, like the kids is playing, but for military use. From this, let's move to the fixed wings, the small one, the mini one of the fixed wing. Hundreds of them around the world, here in Israel and around the world. It is very light and strong. It's very unique. Look on the wing. If you will touch it, you will feel how light is it and still strong. That's why all of this weight less than 8 kilograms. And at the same time, has an electric engine, very quiet. It's very important that nobody will hear you, that the enemy will not hear you. And a very advanced electro-optical payload. It's like a camera, like your TV. But day and night, you can see everyone at day and at night. It is very unique in its ability to fly about 3 hours. But this small one that usually used by the platoon and the simple soldiers as a brother, a bigger brother. His bigger brother, this is the Skylark 1. His bigger brother is the Skylark 3. The Skylark 3, come with me and see, is much bigger. But same concept, again, light material, very strong, higher capability, can take more than 10 kilograms, can fly with electric engine something like 5 hours. And you know what? There is even an upgrade to move from electric engine to a fuel engine. Once it uses a fuel engine, it can fly something like 20 hours. As I told you, this is the future. This usually used by the division level, by the brigade level, can bring the best intelligence, the best knowledge for the commanders and for the soldiers. Now, on the same size in this zoo, we have this UAV. It seems the same, but it's totally different. It has a warhead. It's actually it's ammunition, but it's not a regular ammunition. This one is a loitering ammunition that can fly more than 2 hours, find by itself the targets everywhere, and eventually can hit it very effectively, very accurate, less than 1 meter. Less than 1 meter. It has a very good electro-optical warhead, as you see, produced here in Elbit. And it's actually hundreds of them waiting for a mission all around the world. Now, after we finished the small ones, come with me to the big five, like in the zoo. Let's start with the biggest. Let's start with the biggest, the Hermes 900. Weight more than 1.5 ton when it's ready for mission. Very redundant. Double and triple capabilities regarding the control and computers and communications and others. At a landing gears, can take many kind of payloads. Actually, it has a unique capability. It has a bay. In this bay, modular bay, we can carry 2 to 4 different payloads. Something like electro-optical, SIGINT, radar, and others that can fuse the information all together to the ground. It's not like me in fighter pilots, they sit in the cockpit. Eventually, it's a guy, 2 guys, operators or pilots, they sit in the station. And the station, it's like sitting in the sofa and playing with the mouse. This is the way we fly these big UAVs. You don't need to fly them with the joystick. Just give them the numbers, the coordination, the altitude, the speed, and they do whatever you say. Now I want to take you to the king. So be ready, because this king is more than 20 years in the air. Come with me. The Hermes 450, the most combat proven around the world, air in Israel. The backbone of the Israeli Air Force, the king of the air, the 450. It has a lot of capability, redundant, as I said before, like the 900. Multiple payload, actually dual payload, can take radar and DO payload on the same time, can land in a semi-prepared runway. It is really the most proven system that we have here and actually around the world. Now this Hermes 450, as I said, is very redundant. You see 9 meters wingspan, but there is one thing that it's only one. And actually all the aircraft and the system depend on it. Guess what is it? Let me show you. The most important part in the aircraft, the one that should be reliable, very reliable, the engine. One engine that actually has no redundancy and carry all the king to the air. This engine built here in Elbit and is a very capable one and a very reliable one, will not stop working anytime. And you know what? The difference between a UAV and a fighter aircraft is that if eventually you lost one, you just lost the aircraft. You did not risk anyone else. Now, after we understand that this king, the 450, is the best, I want to tell you the real story. The real story that these Israeli drones, a very capable and experienced one, is going to be in Romania. And not only that it's going to be in Romania, it's going to be a Romanian product, a Romanian UAV. We are going, I hope next year, to move the capabilities from here, like in this assembly line, to a Romanian assembly line that will be operate in Romanian industry, in Romanian facility, with a Romanian people, new job from Romania. And eventually, I hope the next year, you will see this king with a Romanian flag built in Romania with all the advanced technology, with the new job, all for Romania. As you know, Israel and Romania are very close friends. And we took a strategic decision here in Israel to approve moving the technology, transfer the technology and all the know-how and the knowledge from Israel to Romania. So next year, I hope that this king will be yours. Dana, please.
Thank you, Hagi, for the comprehensive tour of the assembly line and the in-depth review of the Hermes 450. I hope you all found it interesting and enlightening. We will now begin the Q&A portion of this broadcast. I would like to hand over the wheel to my colleague Bogdan. Bogdan, please feel free to start the session.
Hi everyone, this is Bogdan from Bucharest. So some of you have already sent me a couple of questions. I will put, I already have them sent over. So I will have a couple of them directly direct them to General. I am now taking the first question, and we were asked about the status of the MOU and with Craiova and Romairo. What is the status, and especially where do we want to build this line assembly in Romania?
Oh, okay. Thank you, Bogdan. Actually, Elbit has, for right now, more than 600 employees in Romania, in different sites. We have a cooperation and heritage of cooperation with the Romanian industry. We have many cooperation with different industry. And for sure, we have an agreement and cooperation with Craiova and Romairo, which is a good friends of us. However, we are not limited us to Craiova and Romairo, and I'm sure that we will work with more and more companies as we have done before, as Elbit done before, and I'm sure that we'll find a good place in Romania to establish the facility. You know, the place, I guess, will determined by your government, your Ministry of Defense, and the services. So we, of course, will cooperate with any decision.
Okay. A second question would be if the Hermes can be weaponized on this.
As you understand from the tour, the Hermes 450 and other can carry any kind of payloads. However, I'm not authorized to speak about this issue, so please, let's continue.
Okay. The third question, why would Romania buy Hermes and not the other ones?
Oh, that's an easy one. You know, in this level, the Hermes 450 is the only one, I think, the most combat proven, more than 500,000 flight hours, and you will gain not only the experience, you will gain also the knowledge, the technology, because Israel approved to move all the facility to Romania, all the knowledge, all the transfer of technology, so you will know how to modify it how to build it and modify it in Romania. That will, of course, the Romanian will enjoy new jobs, a new facility for the Romanian industry. So I guess, and I should say also that the cost effectiveness of the Hermes 450 is by far better than others.
Okay. So I don't want to steal all the thunder from my colleagues, journalists. So I will let them ask the question, and not to be. I don't want to upset them. Costi, Soare, are you available? Do you want to put a question?
Yes. Hello, everybody. Do you hear me, Bogdan?
We can. Yeah,
I
hi.
guess there is a
You
problem
can put
with
the
the
question
sound.
if you want.
Okay. I've heard you many times saying, let's hope next year we will.
I don't hear it. Bogdan, if
Can you
you...
put the question again, please? Kosti, can you put the question again, or you can write it on my
I guess there is a
WhatsApp
problem with
so I
my
can
connection.
put it if there are any. Yeah, now it's okay. We can
Okay.
hear you.
Now it's okay. You can hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Hagi, I've heard you many times saying that let's hope next year we'll move to Romania. Depending on what is based your decision or this let's hope.
Yes. As you understand, there is a intention of the government of Romania to procure this kind of capabilities. So our plan is to serve your needs and to move to Romania. As we understand, your MOD is intended to start this project next year. So we anticipate that in the beginning of next year we can start this project together. But as I started, this is a governmental issue, government of Romania decision when and where to put this facility.
Kosti, any more? He's writing to me the question, I believe. Until that happens, I have another question from Mircea Olteanu from Umbrella Strategică. So here it goes. The drones produced in Romania could be exported in other countries in our region. For example, Serbia is interested in buying drones. They already acquired the Chinese UAVs, and they are looking for Turkish drones. Ukraine could also buy from Turkey. Are you interested in the region, and can that interest and can Romania build the UAVs for the region?
Sure. We should all together take advantage of building those aircraft in Romania, or those systems in Romania. And I guess once Romania will have this ability to produce, manufacture, and assemble those Hermes 450, then it will give both of us advantage in suggest it and market it to other place in Europe, in any other place. And I guess more than that, to tell you the truth. Usually the work in Romania is cheaper, so we'll be even more competitive when we will come with the Hermes 450 from Romania.
Another question from Costi Soare. Sorry to interrupt, but he had a previous linked to his first question, and his question was, are there any kind of discussions with the Romanian government on this? Is it something palpable, very hands-on?
I'm not sure how much I can relate to the detail regarding the the conversations and discussion between the government of Israel and the government of Romania. As you see, as you understand, it's under a governmental umbrella. However, I can tell you there are discussions that touch the details and the capabilities of those systems.
Is this an offer made directly to the government of Romania? Is it a G2G offer? It's not very clear right now. Can you detail this?
What I can tell you and what I understand, first of all, that the RFI, the request for information, was sent to our governmental branch. So it seems to me that the main course is going to be governmental. However, we are a business company that know to work for the government and know to work for any other business model. For me, I guess since Israel and Romania are very good friends, it will be better if it will be a government to government.
Okay. Now another question from Edward Pascu. How much time does it do you need to produce the Hermes 900, and how much time for the 450?
Usually in these assembly lines that you see after me, usually it takes something like half a year from the beginning till the end of producing not only the aircraft, it's a system. It's the station, communication, sensors, and the aircraft. So usually when we have all the materials and we start the process, it will take something like half a year. It's almost similar between the 450 and the 900, maybe 1 month less in the 450.
Okay. Alexandra from DG24, she is asking how much important is for the army to have that kind of drones?
Yeah,
UAS.
Yeah, I think it's a very good question because.
And in what kind of mission are these? And what kind of missions? Can you detail again the kind of missions that these drones are available and they can offer?
Yeah, actually, the Army will gain a UAV capability. When you say UAV capability, you first of all enjoy a no-risk missions. No risk to the pilots, no risk to the others, to the public. Second, you will enjoy a long endurance capability, long range capability. You can fly hundreds of kilometers for many hours. Third, you will enjoy a decision-making process, a much better decision-making process. Since you sit on the ground and you see the pictures that come from the sensors in real time on the sofa. It's not a sofa, it's a chair. And however, not only the people that operate it can see the picture, also everyone, the commanders, the government, whatever you want, whichever you want, can see the picture on the same time. So the decision-making process is much better. You see what usually the pilots see before that. So, and eventually it's much cheaper to operate. It is not a jet engine. It's a very unique engine, a very reliable engine, but very cost-effective engine. So it'll enjoy a very good price in operating it in the military. Now, for the question about missions, you can think about any kind of missions that done today for intelligence, for search and rescue, for police, for homeland security, for military. It depends on the Romanian needs. You know, we deliver the system and the configuration of the system due to the requirement of our customers. And I guess that Romania will enjoy all of those missions because Romania seems to me take it very seriously.
Also, Alexandra, she asked if you can tell, because you for sure had an analysis of the UAVs that, or the drones that the Romanian military has right now, and what are the differences between those drones and our UAS, our offer, and the Hermes 450 or 900. Basically, what is the difference between what the Romanian military has now
Yeah.
and our
Yeah,
offer?
I don't want to relate your military. I don't think it's my job and my profession. However, from my knowledge, this is a much capable drone. As I said, can fly much more hours, can execute much more mission with much more payloads. And you know what? I guess it will be cheaper as well than the current one.
Edward comes back with a question: How much does it cost for an hour to fly with these drones?
This is an hard question because that depends on the concept of maintenance, the concept of operation, the concept of the contract, and etc. But as I told you before, this is something like 10 to 20% for other kind of aircraft, like jet aircraft and etc.
Okay. And also, Edward is asking about how many drones can the line assembly can produce in Romania in 1 year.
It depends on your decision, how many you want, because the assembly line can assemble as much as you want. However, usually what we are doing in our assembly line, that we are delivered every year something like 10 to 20 drones on the same time, usually different 450, 900, but if it will be only 450, I guess if you will choose to build the same facility, about the same size, same scale, it will be 10 to 20.
Okay, so it depends of the
size of the facility.
Of...
Yeah, especially the size of facility and the manpower.
Can now it enters another colleague from Realitatea, and he's asking about the kind of can you relate or can you say a couple of missions, important missions that these drones have been involved in and their nature? Of course, what you can say in public.
As you understand, those drones flying all around the world in many countries, all the continents, and for different missions. But to answer the question, I will give you some very easy one, okay? Border controls, canal controls, sea controls, search and rescue, intelligence, fusion intelligence, mapping, camera, and much more, as I said, homeland security, and many others. I don't think there is any mission. This is something that you should understand. Those drones are very versatile. This aircraft is only the platform. It can carry whatever you want. It can carry any kind of sensor. So if your mission demands a mapping sensor, it will be a mapping sensor. If it demands radar, a sea radar, it will be a sea radar. If it should be a very advanced camera, night camera, it will be. So this is a very flexible one. You know, what I can tell you, here in Israel, we bought it for one mission, one reason, and eventually use it for many others. So one of the advantages of those drones that you can modify the user life for different missions, for different needs.
I also have another question. Just let me, he's asking, why the 450 and not the 900 for Romania?
Good questions. You know, you need to start from somewhere. And I guess like in Israel, to start with the 450 as the core of the Romanian capability. It will be smart here in Israel. The 450 is the core capability. It's cost effective. It's, I think, is the best choice not only to buy, it's the best choice to start with. That not means that in the future you will not buy a bigger drones or a smaller drones as well.
But the 900 and the 450, can they be operated from the same systems?
That's a good question. I have a good answer. We actually design and produce those systems to work together. They fly from the same computers, from the same communication, from the same station, with the same people. You actually qualified one for 450, and then you qualified to 900 very easily, and the opposite as well. So it will be the same ground system for both 900 and 450. One, you will decide to expand your capabilities.
Okay, another question. Oh, these they come in quick. Is the offer of Elbit is only for the 450, or you can modify it along with the requirements of Romanian MOD?
The 450 is the answer for your request till now. And you saw all the zoo that after me, and you could choose any animals that you want. And we will, of course, will be happy to suggest it and to propose it to Romania. However, as I said before, currently we're talking about level 2, which is that's what you ask for us, till 600 kilograms. In this level, the 450 is the best choice by far.
Okay. Sorry for this. I need to read again the questions. Is there a minimum? I don't know if this was answered. I'm sorry for this. Is there a minimum number of drones of UASs that Romania needs to order in order so that the assembly line will be here in Romania?
The real answer is no, but there is a price to move and to build a facility in Romania. You know, there is a tool, there is to recruit manpower, to build a facility, and etc. So I guess you want a number that will be cost effective in order to build and enjoy the investment in such a facility. But there is no minimum number, for sure.
Are you currently building parts of the drones in Romania, if you can say that, in Bacău? There are some information that that you are already building those parts in Bacău.
Yeah, as I told.
And assemble them in Israel.
Yeah. As you know, Elbit sees Romania and Israel sees Romania as a strategic place for us. We, for many years, employee, as I said, 600 employees in Romania in different facilities. One of the facilities is expert in manufacture drones parts, and we enjoy a very good products with a very good price that will help us here eventually to build and assemble those parts into our drones in a very good quality and a very good price.
Okay, Marius is typing a question, and I will take the question of Mircea also. Beside assembling drones in Romania, are there any kind of plans to the resources that Romania has in the IT sector? Will you do research also in Romania? That's basically the question.
I didn't get the question. Please say again.
So, beside assembling drones in Romania, are you going to have any plan? Do you have any plans to open to have also a research center for drones in Romania?
I understand. This is something that we should discuss. We haven't discussed it yet. I guess there is a good reasons to do so. As I explained regarding the assembly line, this is something that should be discussed. And if Romania will decide that it's important to have this such of capability, and for us it will be a good decision for many reasons to also to establish this kind of capability.
Okay. Marius is coming back with the question, and he wants to say if Romania will buy the 450 and the assembly line will be built here in Romania, is there any kind of production of these parts, or for example, the optical elements are there any? Will they be built here? I just want to add to this that parts of the drones are already built in Bacău.
Yeah.
And General can add more to that.
As I said, we see Romania as a very important partner, and we see more and more work moving to Romania and more jobs in Romania. For sure, the facility line will be an example for that and will bring a lot of work. However, once there will be a decision what will be the payloads and the other capabilities, I guess part of it should and could be built in Romania as well.
Okay. I have another question from Julian. Is there any kind of similarities between the assembly line in UK along with the possible our assembly line, Romanian assembly line?
Yeah, as you know or not, we actually have a very big assembly line in the UK, similar to this one, that produced the Watchkeeper. The Watchkeeper is a model of 450 that was adjusted to the needs of the UK, and it's a very nice one. I visited many times there. So this is another example that it's very doable and feasible to move the assembly line from here to Romania, since we have done it before. We've done it to the UK, we have done it to India as well, in 2 other places, strategic places for us, like Romania. So yes, you will enjoy not only the 450, also our knowledge in moving this capability and this technology to other places.
Okay. I think I don't have any other questions. If anybody has, please, now is the moment to send them again. I don't see any other question. Guys, we will send you the video. We will send you the video with all the questions and everything that you saw here in a HD format. And thank you all for your question. Dana, please, thank you, General, very much for your answers. And Dana, you can
Okay.
finalize.
Thank you. Thank you. That's it from us today. I hope you enjoyed the tour and got the best answers to your questions. You will soon receive the media pack with the background information, the videos, the pictures, the broadcast you just viewed, as Bogdan just said. Thank you for taking the time to be with us today. Take care and la rivader.